announcements are to make sure that we note that we are complying with the Supreme Court's orders and the Office of Court Administration directives with respect to both matters. The court announces that no party is permitted, or stated a different way, all parties are prohibited from recording any portion of this proceeding by any manner at all, electronically or otherwise, with the exception of the court reporter who is specifically authorized to record and transcribe this proceeding, just as she would do in a live in-person proceeding. This is a live proceeding. It's just not in person. It's by Zoom remote video teleconferencing technology. With those announcements, Ms. Rankin, on behalf of the department, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Fay, you represent Bridget Davis. Are you and your client ready to proceed?
Present, ready, Your Honor.
Ms. Riker, you represent DeAndre Green. Are you and your client ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Morris, you are the ad litem for the child. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then Ms. Rankin, you were indicating the parties had an agreement and might need some small input from the court. You may proceed.
Okay. Yes, Judge. The parties agree that the department be named temporary managing conservator, that the parents will be ordered to work services, specifically individual and family counseling, drug and alcohol assessment, psychological assessment. It's my understanding that the respondent mother will be leaving for inpatient drug treatment through adult probation. If inpatient through probation falls through, then it would be inpatient through the department. I just blanked. That they would submit to drug and alcohol testing. Any failure to submit when requested would be presumed positive and filed with the court. That all visitation would be supervised by the department weekly until such time the department is comfortable with someone else supervising that visitation. Where we have a slight hiccup, the department's unable to agree to placement with Miss Teresa Davis just because the home study had not been completed. What has been completed from the home study, though, so far is favorable, as Miss Hamilton has gone out at least once to see the home, and the background checks have been done. And so long as I believe that the parties will request that the court make a court-ordered placement with Miss Davis. And there's nothing that the department has to contest that placement.
When you say with Miss Davis, which Miss Davis?
Teresa Davis, the maternal grandmother.
All right.
And that if that placement's made, any violations, so if either of the parents are seeing the child outside of the designated time periods for visitation through the department, that would then jeopardize that placement and the child would likely return to foster care.
Miss Bridget Davis, are you still with us? There you are.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Fay, is that the agreement of you and your client?
Yes, Your Honor, and we are requesting, as Ms. Rankin stated, a court order that the child be taken out of foster care and placed with the maternal grandmother as soon as the department can get that transportation for the child.
All right. Ms. Riker, is that your understanding of the agreement And are you and your client, DeAndre Green, requesting that we approve that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, we are requesting that you approve the agreement and that you order that Ms. Teresa Davis be placement for the child.
Ms. Morris, as the ad item.
That is our agreement, Judge. I've done a virtual walkthrough of the home. Ms. Bryant allowed me to do that just a little bit ago. And so I've done that. And I believe that to be in the child's best interest at this time.
All right. Does anybody have anything else? That's the agreement of all the parties as stated, and the ad items adjoining that agreement. The court approves that agreement. I will sign the order that reflects same. Do we have anything else we need while we're here together?
I believe a status hearing for March 3rd.
Okay. On another occasion, Ms. Rankin, we need to discuss the possibility of 2 hearing dates, because we're stressing the 1 hearing date we're setting each time.
I have the
I'll tell you what.
30th open.
Let's don't worry about that right now, because I've got all these other people.
Okay.
We'll get with the coordinator, and then she will coordinate with the different attorneys to try to make sure we have another date that will fit their schedules. And then we'll work to try to do that. All right. Ms. Rankin is going to circulate the proposed order to the attorneys. If possible, I'd like to get, even if it's just virtual signatures of the individuals, Ms. Davis, Ms. Bridget Davis, and Mr. DeAndre Green on this agreement as well. But I don't want to postpone it very long. We will set a status hearing for March 3 at 9:30, subject to us setting different dates that fit everybody's schedule and allows the court to not try to cram a whole day's activity into one morning. Okay.
I did set up a conference the Thursday before our February court date and invited all attorneys to confer at that time to try and reach agreements before court.
Okay, I appreciate that. And I've got a jury trial that will be going on that week. But none of the attorneys involved in these hearings are involved in that jury trial. Trey Keith is the attorney that's going to trial in that case. He would otherwise participate in your hearing, I'm sure. I mean, your conference. Okay. Last chance. Anything else?
Just
From
a
anybody?
housekeeping matter, just while I have to engage on the call. I know that the child just had a visit at the grandmother's house. Can the child just remain there rather than going back to Abilene today and then coming back?
Grandma, who did you say did this placement?
We would need to get placement paperwork and everything put together. So, I mean, Vanessa, do you have time to do that at the CPS office? And just leave them there?
Yes, it'll take me a minute, but I can get that done.
Thank you, Vanessa.
You're welcome.
All right. That concludes our hearing. We'll be in recess. Ms. Jackson, if you can remain on for just a moment. Ms. Fay, if you can remain on for just a moment, I want to talk about tomorrow.
Sure.
With that, everybody else can drop off, or I will assist you if you need.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you.
Hey, Bridget, you can sign off.
I'm signing her out right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson, I just wanted to express my appreciation for your assistance today.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help. I hate the circumstances, but I'm glad
Yeah.
I could help.
We all are saddened for Terry in particular and his family. But thank you very much. I'm confident you know how to get in touch with us with the important communications, aka your billing.
Okay.
Who are you? An official reporter, or are you working for a service? Do you work for one of the judges?
I was an official for 28 years and retired about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And so I'm freelance. I try to help out where I can.
Well, we certainly appreciate your assistance today. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Good day.
Good day.
Ms. Fay, with respect to tomorrow's hearing, I just wanted to get some idea how much time you think you will need.
Well, I tried to confer with opposing counsel about that. I didn't get very far with that. I don't know how to say that. I know that I have, other than the parties, I have 2 witnesses. The first one is a school teacher and she's got like a 30-minute window in a break. So I would need to try and call her first and get her out quick. So that's going to be a really fast witness. So I wouldn't expect my side to take any longer than an hour.
Who's on the other side? I can't read my own writing.
Mr. Cordero,
Where
I
is he
believe
from?
he's out of Big Spring or maybe Midland.
Okay. Have we had any hearings in this case before?
Yes, we had a contested temporary hearing.
I may be getting him confused with another attorney, so I'm not real sure where he's from either. Do you have any idea how many, how long do you anticipate your client's testimony taking?
30 minutes. I mean, honestly, Your Honor, there aren't a ton of contested issues, and my hope was to narrow it down significantly to like 1 or 2 issues that I know we have, but evidently we have no deal at all if we don't have an issue on those deals. So we're gonna have to try everything.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Do you, well, okay, what are the issues that the court will be called upon to decide?
I believe we have an issue on, or we have an agreement on conservatorship and possession and access. I believe the court would be hearing possibly child support. But the 2 main issues would be schooling, the right to make decisions on where the kids go to school, and a drug testing provision.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. One other thing, scheduling wise, you have the Doty pretrial Friday morning.
Yes.
I say pretrial, it may be a contested setting and a
I believe
possible.
I believe that was set as a final.
Yes. Is there any there was some discussion it might actually also turn out to be a plea. Has that been decided yet?
No, sir. I spoke with Ben about it this morning, and have relayed that to my client and would hopefully know sometime tomorrow if she is in agreement or not.
Okay. If she were to be in an agreement to do that, and I'm not trying to push that, it's just if that occurs, do you have any time Thursday to do that? I don't know if Ben does.
I could do it, I have a 10 o'clock Mitchell County, but it's Zoom, obviously, so I could do, a 9 o'clock, or I have a 2 o'clock hearing that would probably take an hour or so I could do maybe a 3:30 on Thursday.
Okay, if it turns out to be a plea, I would like to do it Thursday and get it out of the way.
Sure.
I've got to prepare for some other things. But if not, I mean, if it can't, that's fine. I still have it on the calendar.
Okay, so if it's contested, we don't need to move it?
Well, I'm not sure you have room to move it based on what you're saying.
Oh, no, sir. No, I wouldn't have room on Thursday. I just didn't know if the court was unavailable Friday for.
No, I'm available.
Okay, okay.
I can just, if it were going to be a plea, I could, and we could fit it in some other time, I could use that for some other things.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you very much.
yep.